Frank, can one small tweak from an instructor lead to a big turnaround?
With the right player, yeah. You just want to hear the right message. It's like anyone in life. You just want to be pointed in the right direction.
I knew it right away. Picked up the tee, didn't even look at it. We can see it. It's perfect, right down the middle of the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round.
Great sense of speed in that. You know you can make those, but that one right in the middle.
Par 4 11th is 379 yards as we continue. Backside here at the U.S. Open at Oakmont. Frank, what's the strategy off the tee here?
You're hitting something that goes about 240, 250 yards maximum, hopefully keeping it out of that right rough. And the reason why that right rough is certainly to be avoided is that big gaping bunker at the front of the screen. Green's perched up a little bit, so this is another one where if you can hit an iron or a utility club off the tee, you must find the fairway.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Good effort and good par putt. We are at the par 5 12th here at Oakmont. This is a big par 5 at 667 yards. Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy, but on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it.
Frank, this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it. Send it. Well, it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Frank, in golf, as we know, there's short grass and there's long grass. We all want to be in that short grass, but it doesn't always work out that way. So what's the most important element from the shot, from the rough?
You have to be a little bit more conservative first and foremost, because you can't guarantee a perfect strike out of the long grass. So therefore you have to look around the greens, maybe short, to the right, to the left, and realize what's involved. And also just give yourself a slightly bigger target.
Doing whatever he wants with that golf ball, moving it left, moving it right, hitting it straight when it's called for. He's doing it all. Man,
I just pushed it.
that hurts. A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par.
That was a good run at it, Rich.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Frank, you know what gets me about this game? Here a person makes a legitimate effort, makes a good stroke, and that ball spins around and is just laughing at the player. And now what's left, you could breathe on that ball. It counts the same as a 300-yard drive. It's not right.
But it's the beauty of the game.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
That was not a very good read right there. Now a 7-footer. Well, that's just a poor putt, Frank, and now let's hope he doesn't make Michael Dublé.
He's hardly going to be singing after that one.
Drops into a tie for the lead after that bogey.
I'm going to have to shake that off very quickly.
Well, the reason Oakmont has hosted so many U.S. Opens, Frank, as you well know, is it has a really good blend of holes, and now we come to a short par 4 at 358 yards, the 14th.
You can see the predicament in front of you, bunkers left and right, but really the bonus here is if you can get the ball on the fairway with just something like a long on off the tee, this is one of your best scoring opportunities at Oakmont.
Good tee shot right in the short grass. Let's see what happens now with this second shot to the short par 4 14th. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. Oh yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Well, this is a good U.S. Open par 4 at 499 yards. The 15th is one of the better holes in the course, Frank.
It is. The shape of the tee shot you think would suit a cut, but because the fairway slopes quite severely to the right, really it needs a draw just to work its way against that slope and somehow keep it on the straight and narrow.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Frank, you've played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
I like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy.
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But a down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Cleans that up in the hole. Frank, this is a point in the round where you really need to summon your best stuff. Par 3 of 231 yards. You know the pressure's building. We're at the 16th hole, and you have a long iron in hand. You can't flinch. You can't take it halfway back and go. This has to be the complete swing, and you have to really have the nerve on this shot.
Yeah, this shot has to be hitting right out of the button, that's for sure. One thing to consider, though, in the back of your mind, it's always better putting back uphill. Well, uphill is actually from the back of the screen. So you actually can be a little braver on 16 than what you might think standing on that tee, because a little long is better than a little short.
I mean, really on top of his game right now. That was a splendid approach shot. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
So they'll tap in. Did the job right there. We're coming down to the wire here at the U.S. Open Championship at fabled Oakmont, and the tension's starting to build. And Frank, this is decision time at this very short 313-yard par 4.
And normally in a U.S. Open, Rich, you'd think the prudent play would be lay it up, but you know, I kind of like driver here today. I think the worst you're going to do is just miss the green or hit it in one of those pop bunkers. You perhaps could drive it on the green, be putting for eagle, but even out of one of those bunkers, you've got to think you're even money to get it up and down. I like driver here.
Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Could it be?